Hi everybody, this is Jim. We're going to start talking about graphical user interfaces. You all know that I came into computers long before graphical user interfaces were available. So this is how we worked with computers. We'd type into a command line interface, and then we could do dir to list the contents of a directory. It wasn't a folder back then, it was a directory. And then we could change directory. And like here I'm going into Python and then do another dir. And if I wanted to run Python, I could actually run python.exe. And now I'm in Python. Isn't this exciting? So not really. And then we do Control C, wait to get out of there. No. Quit. Maybe it's quit. Yep, there it is. So you have to type everything, and obviously it doesn't display things like spatial data, so it's really quite frustrating to work with for GIS folks. But this is an important interface. It's the command line interface. We've already used it for batch processing. In a couple weeks we'll learn how to use it for installing stuff. In fact, I'm going to do it right now because we're going to be using the PyQt interface to be doing graphical user interface stuff. And to do that, we have to install the library. Most of us won't have it. If you've installed Anaconda, you can do it through the Anaconda interface. Otherwise, you need to go into your Python folder, wherever it's at. You'll have to find it. You can't do this with the install for ArcMap. It doesn't work unless you can figure out how to make it work. Let me know. But I've never got that to work. So I installed here on my computer, I just have 3.7 installed on the C drive. And then I CD'd into Python, so CD Python, and then CD into scripts. Whoops. CD scripts. There we go. dir, and there's a program called pip. And you can do pip install PyQt 5, because this is the 5th version. When I do that on my machine, it's actually going to say requirement already satisfied because I just installed it a while ago, and so it's already there. But if you haven't installed it, then it'll come up with this. And this is the first library that you've really installed this way, and in a couple weeks we're going to talk a whole lot more about libraries because that's a huge area of Python that we need to cover. Okay, now back in Wing, I want to talk about GUIs. So what's a GUI? Well, this is a GUI. So graphical user interfaces are made up of windows, like this one. They also have icons, like the icons we see for Microsoft Word documents and folders. And then within the windows, you have menus. Okay. And then within the menus, you have dialog boxes. All of these we've been using. You have tab panels. The names I'm using are important because that's how I refer to them. This is a text edit box where I can type in text. These are radio buttons. Okay, they work like old radios where only one of them can be on at a time. And there's a bunch of other things like drop-down menus, regular buttons. Here's another dialog box. It has a list element in it. It has combo boxes where you can either pick something from a drop-down menu or type something in. So, and here's some more icons that we can click on. These are buttons with icons. So, a bunch of different graphic interface tools. It really makes computers much easier to use. The first graphical user interface was available commercially was the Xerox Star interface. After that was the Apple Lisa, and then the Apple Macintosh. The Apple Macintosh is the one that really made GUIs famous and made them very popular. It was not the first. It was the one that caused it to take off because the product was done so well. All right, and to get started, okay, so I'm going to stop there because that's the installation part, and then I'm going to start up another video because it's going to take a little while to get started with GUIs.